The arrival of a new brother or sister can sometimes cause disruption in a family, and young children may feel left out and sidelined by the new arrival.
Pink back.
Emma is preparing her daughter Evie for the imminent arrival of a new brother or sister.
My initial very first reaction when I found out I was pregnant again was, oh, my poor Evie. My poor Evie's not going to get all my attention.
There are some simple measures one can take to help smooth the transition. Involve the other children in the plans for the birth.
We talk about it a lot, and if there's any babies on the telly, oh look, there's a baby on the telly and we're going to have one of them soon. And
Emily was very keen to have a sibling.
Emily was, to a certain extent, part of the process of deciding to have a second child, because after I'd had a couple of miscarriages, I don't know. If I'd had a child who didn't really want to have a sibling, I might have stopped trying. But Emily really did want to have a child, and I think she knew how much I wanted to have a child, and it meant a lot to me.
If the baby is to be born at home, and as parents you have no problems with it, the children may like to be present at the birth of their new brother or sister. This seems to help with bonding and helps to prevent minor jealousies occurring. Ella was present at the birth of her brother Jude.
The best bit about him is his ears. Yes,
I think she probably bonded with him quicker than if she hadn't have been there. And she talks about it a lot, so it obviously didn't upset her too much. She's never really talking about it negatively. Yeah, no, she was fine. She's been absolutely fine. I'm fine with him ever since, so there's not been any jealousy or anything. So I think that's probably because she was there. She accepted him straight away.
He looks pretty.
Does he?
Yeah. And he has a little nose.
Victoria and Stephen's children were also there when Victoria laboured at home with her fifth baby, Esme, and they were clearly excited.
Hello! Hello everyone. Just for you tonight, my mum is having a baby. He's having a baby today. I thought it was going to be all the way in June. As you can hear, he's definitely having the baby today.
If you're having your baby in hospital, it may not be possible to have your other children present at the birth. But like Tracy, who had a caesarean section, ensure that they visit as soon as possible afterwards.
They wanted to be present at the birth, so it was disappointing that they weren't. But they were waiting for me in recovery as soon as I came out of theatre. I think my middle child, because she had always been the youngest, didn't quite like being the middle child as much as the youngest. But children have a way of accepting things when we tend to overanalyse them, and I think families just fit in with each other, especially when they're so young. Just give your existing child as much love as possible and include them in the coming of the baby, and when they're coming home, you know, maybe buy a present from the baby to the eldest child, and just involve them as much and talk openly and honestly, and also maybe say, you know, you may feel a little bit pushed out because mummy will have two of you to cuddle now, but it's normal, it's okay, and we accept that. Don't avoid it.
Much to the approval of Joshua, Kitty, Hamish and Freddie, Victoria successfully gave birth to their new baby sister, Esme.
The good thing is, I missed quite a bit of school.